What's up from 50 States My Way? It's Ashley and Ryan, and we are about to embark on the Custer State Park Buffalo Safari Jeep ride. Some people come to Custer State Park and just drive the wildlife loop. We wanted to go the extra distance and have our hands free to be able to take pictures and really learn a little bit about the park and some of the history of the area. So we are going to be taking our tour today with Tony, and we can't wait to share it with you. Videos and photos and all there is to see. We're hoping to see some wildlife. We're gonna see what happens. Like, subscribe, and comment down below if you've ever come to Custer State Park, because we can't wait to share it with you. So the Jeep sits about 6 to 7 people. It's kind of like an extended Wrangler. It's open, and yeah, this is going to prove to be a really fun ride. And we found fluffy cows.
There are no older males in a group, right?
Yeah, if you'll notice, there are no mature bulls in this herd.
No.
For 10 months out of the year, they are off in bachelor groups, either as singles or as small groups of 2, 3, 4,
Right there,
perhaps
babe.
5 animals. So.
How many buffalo are here? I mean,
So we have approximately 1,400.
I mean, even in this herd.
In this group, probably cows and calves together 150 perhaps.
150, yeah.
So those herds are broken into smaller herd groups like you see today.
Yes.
Yeah, please, those are yearlings. That's 1 year's growth. That's how big they will be.
With the little antlers right there in
bet.
front.
And horns. And I'll tell you about horns versus antlers. If I use the term horn, both males and females have horns, and it has an internal blood supply. If I say antlers, like deer, white-tailed deer and elk, only males have them, and they fall off.
Okay.
But that's a yearling right there. So
Make a good shot.
how dense and how they can tolerate those extreme colds.
Oh wow, now I know why this was used as like blankets and
Oh, absolutely. It would
coats.
be used for clothing.
Oh, you can hardly feel the skin. Can't even like get to the skin underneath. But
And the other, so they're shedding out that winter fur right now, and they'll get to their summer fur, so they're going to look pretty patchy right now. And then we talked about horns a moment ago. This is a horn sheath that I'm going to pass back here in just a moment. There you go, a toupee.
here's this one back.
Pass that right back here, sir.
You need a photo?
Photo op.
So here we go. This is a horn sheath from a 3-year-old female. So males and females have horns. It would have been attached to the skull, would have had bone on the inside, and that would have been the blood supply for this animal. So if you want to pass that back, you can see how it is hollow, but it would have been attached to bone.
That's neat.
yeah, so far.
Yeah, so the Indians would have carved that down, and it would have been spoons, for example. That could have been a powder flask. You could do a number of things with it. So.
Oh my goodness.
Cool.
I never heard this sound. Did you
Yeah,
ever
it sounds
hear
like a
it
pig
before?
grunting. So.
Did you ever hear
This is from a pronghorn antelope. This is the only horned animal that actually sheds its horn sheath every year, and it grows a new one underneath. This is made of epithelial cells, so think fingernails, think hair, and that's what you would have for a pronghorn antelope. And it sheds, but none of the other horned animals do that. So.
I thought they were deer at first.
Yes, and many people do, because they, on the eastern half of the United States, they don't have pronghorn antelope. So. Yes, sir. Seen a buffalo fly swatter up close.
No.
Because that's what that is. That's a tail from a buffalo, and that's what controls flies. So.
Yes.
So when they do the roundup that she mentioned, they're going to give all the calves shots, just like children or grandchildren had to have shots to go to school. They're going to be treated for parasites, internal and external parasites, and then those calves get a brand on their hip. They're going to get a 3 branded on their right hip. That's the year they were born. So now we have an age class, and it's easy to see. And so if we see the right hip on these animals, I can point that out to you. So.
There goes a baby.
And you see how they've already started to develop their horns even at that age?
Yeah.
Have a couple of sets of twins within the park. So, but twinning is not always a positive because that's half the milk per calf. But the other thing is, if you have a female calf born twin to a male calf, she's sterile. She's called a free mark. They are sold for a number of reasons. Yes, there will be people who will buy the older animals for meat. And I'll give you an example. They ultrasound all the adult age females that should be pregnant. And if she's not pregnant, she gets sold. That's probably a meat animal.
Okay.
But they're going to sell off a lot of calves. And then they'll sell some breeding animals. And these calves and breeding animals typically go to breeding operations.
Okay.
Other people who raise them for meat or whatever they're doing.
We come from Ohio, and we have one of our metro parks, Battelle Darby, and we have a small little herd.
Do you really? Yes. And 90 pounds is about her maximum weight as an adult. You see her eyes?
Yeah.
See how they bulge out of the side of her head?
Uh-huh.
Even more so than a deer. Her best defense is eyesight. Her second best is speed to run away from the dangers.
Yes, wow.
Like a brand new one.
Yeah, it does. Oh, wow. Compared to the other, a little bit fancy. I didn't want to bother him. Her, I gave you. I know it's not a him.
A way to keep flies off is they'll do what we call wallow. They'll lay down in the dirt and they'll wallow. But flies can actually open up sores on their backs in the winter or in the summertime. So.
We found another herd. They came down for water, and they're just speckling the mountain. Definitely worth doing the Jeep Safari. We found a bull. And he's about how old?
Without looking, I could guess he's probably 5 or 6, perhaps. We'll see if we get a brand on him here in a minute.
God,
On another
it's
hill.
just beautiful. My gosh, look at that. It is substantially larger.
He is significantly larger, isn't he? So
Yeah.
there's a 7 on his hip, so he's what? 6 years.
6.
6 years old, isn't he? So,
Yes,
and so I guessed him at 5 or 6 just because of the space in between his horns and his head. So.
yes.
But yeah, at the point of the shoulders, we're talking 6 feet.
Sorry.
And he's at physical prime right there. He's
Yeah.
as far as the size, other than filling out with his head, that's probably as big as he's going to get. So,
Pronghorn!
see how short their horns are? This is an older male here, and you can kind of see a size difference there. Just, I thought they were females, but these are males. So. If she's worried, that hair stands straight up.
Okay.
And it's like, remember those white beacons at the airport? If she were to be worried, it would be just like those white beacons at the airport. We're going to back up so we can get a better look. She's still there?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. She prefers weeds. She's eating grass right now, but she prefers weeds. She is distantly related to the giraffe.
So they're the second fastest animal in the world?
Yep. The cheetah is, as far as land animals,
Yeah.
now the peregrine falcon probably is the fastest in a dive. It can go over 200 miles an hour, but
They're good jumpers too, I think, right?
these guys don't jump fences at all.
Oh, they don't?
They do not, because they have very fine, dainty legs, not designed for jumping. They can't take the stress. They go under fences, so they need 14 to 16 inches of clearance to be able to crawl under a fence. See, and they're pretty content. If they weren't, that hair on their rump would stand straight up. So. So the bull that's on the buffalo nickel, The model for that was a bull that was in the Bronx Zoo in New York City.
Oh my. I don't hear them. They're not grunting.
Yeah, these ones are not grunting.
No.
So there's an 8 on that bull right there. That's a 5-year-old bull in the front.
Okay.
I don't know with the mud if I can make out a brand on this one, but he's definitely an older class bull. Maybe a 2. Okay, we're gonna go right between these two bulls for a second. I'll just go slow. They won't give us any problem, or shouldn't.
The best way to see Custer State Park by far is to take the Buffalo Safari Jeep rides. Well worth the money. Epic day. So many pictures, so many animals, and an amazing tour guide who was just awesome. Loved it. Couldn't have asked for a better morning.